and clean up a lot of really good Protosses throughout the NASL, whether it be TT1, whether it be Hasuabs even. I remember that from, I think, Season 2, Season 3. But still, I mean, we've seen Nightend play such immaculate PvP. And here we go on Daybreak. In the bottom left-hand corner, in the red Protoss, we have Finale. And Nightend starting off by being... I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either way, guys. It is Nightend. It's not Oz. They are teammates. And Finale, he did advance to Code S, guys, after having an undefeated night. I remember because I was watching Finale, one of his last games, and I was falling asleep because it was like 4 in the morning, and I do need to get some sleep, contrary to what my producer may believe or not. And I remember just watching Finale doing so well, and his PvP and PvT looked really sharp, so we'll see how he's able to do. He's still undefeated in the league, and based off the way the division's panning out, Finale, as well as Sen, as well as some other players, are just, it looks like anyone can take first place. So I feel like if Finale can win against Nightend and also play a couple solid weeks, all of a sudden we have this guy who's in a division with MMA and Stefano. He's the one taking the playoff seed if he just wins a couple more games.
That's right. Which is super, super crazy. I feel like no one really predicted that to begin with, as there are just so many talents in this. But still, let's go ahead and talk about Daybreak. Normally, what do we expect, Frodan? I would say not Blink Stalkers, that's for sure.
I do know what you're saying. Blink is a little bit hard to play on Daybreak. It's still a safe map to do it on in terms of defending, I guess, because tacking up the ramp's a little bit hard. There's not a lot of ledges and spaces for the Stalkers to get in and out. But still, Blink is a viable build nonetheless. For a while, I know that Dark Templars were a big thing on Daybreak as well, because it's a very safe map to defend on. You can kind of go the Twilight Council into Blink, into Dark Templars, or some sort of variation. Even Stargate as well. I do want to give a shout out to Nightend for playing the series, as a lot of the conditions were not optimal, as he was traveling a lot and there was a lot of issues with that. But you can see that Finale says, "In the end, I love you." Thank you so much, Nightend, for playing this. It's a class act for him to be able to come here.
Ferdinand, I've been following it. I don't think they mean it. I think they hate each other right now.
In the it's okay, man. It just blows it up. It means that there's more than just $150 on the line, man. It means that both these players really want to win.
Yeah. So I'm expecting a really good game. Unfortunately, I think this is played on the Korean server, so Finale does have an advantage going into this. Nightend did say it's 3 to 4 seconds. I hope it's not that severe. I have played in 3 to 4 seconds lag when YouTube uploads are going on here at the NASL. Let me tell you, it's not fun, but do you know what? Rotterdam still wins his matches in PvP.
Yeah, I think that's all that matters, man. Although you haven't been able to get enough PvP recently, isn't that true, Andre?
That's true. I just can't lose in that matchup. I don't know what's going on.
By the way, Finale is going for a 2-gate Twilight Council opening, and he's pulling lots of gaps, which does make it look like it's going to go for a DT opening. Although Nightend going to play safe, standard as well, getting a Robo, so he should be reasonably prepared if it's going to be Dark Templar.
Yes, sir, and it is Dark Templar. You're absolutely right. It looks like the robotics facility should be out in time, but you know, the big problem with Dark Templars isn't so much not having observers, it's not having observers in the right place.
Yeah, and you send it to your opponent's base.
Exactly. That's so common, and a lot of times these Protosses only get one observer. They don't get two. You know, one for your opponent's base and then one for your own, just to be safe against a lot of different things. I feel like it's so important to get two, and we're going to see right now if we see two coming up here pretty soon.
But DT expand from Finale.
Wow,
that's something I wasn't necessarily risky. That's something I wasn't expecting. If he came with an observer and Blink Stalkers, wouldn't that just kill everything on?
Yes.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, it will. And the best part about this is the fact that Nightend is scouting out pretty early now. I don't know if it's going to reach his opponent's side of the base. Actually, these pylons are actually super far away. So I think Nightend is going to scout this out easy. Now, what happens when the Dark Dark Shrine is scouted, and an Observer is going to go down immediately. He's just going to go up to 4 gateways, do Blink Stalker Harass, and in response, we should have Charge and Archons coming out pretty soon to deal with everything. I feel like Finale going up to Immortal Tech, it's kind of risky, but maybe not. You kind of need Immortals, don't you?
Well, I think it depends on positioning. Oh, is he going to be able to pay attention to it? Wait, did Nightend not see the Dark Templar Shrine?
Oh my god.
I think he doesn't notice it because he didn't really react to it at all. He didn't get a second Observer out on the way.
Right.
So he scouted with his Observer, but he didn't react to it. Oh no, that is bad news. This Dark Templar is going to be able to kill lots of probes, and that's stalling for so much time for Finale to get his own expansion up, and this is exactly what Finale wanted.
That's right, and now Immortals will be out in the way. So good coming out here for Finale. He's going to take a gigantic advantage. Now Blink won't be nearly as strong here, just because Immortals are out and they burst down. 4 shots and a Stalker is pretty much dead. So
yeah, even having 3 Immortals to 3-shot, and then you have a couple Stalkers shooting out some lasers.
Yeah.
Stalkers almost instantly die from that. What does Nightend go from here on to? What does he have to put on aggression? Does he have to sit back and just play from behind?
He has to put on aggression. If he lets this base go up for too long, it's absolutely over. And the second Immortal is going to complicate things so very much, Frodan. I don't see how Nightend can really do this, because all Finale has to do is stay on the top of his ramp, just chill there, wait until his 3rd Immortal is out, and it basically says nothing. You will get nothing, Nightend. You're dead. Because I just have way too much DPS, and here we have it.
Looks like we do have 2 Immortals out, and I was thinking about the 2 other Stalkers that are about to run up the ramp haphazardly and almost instantly die. We have seen pretty good micro. If you saw Haswell versus Hug, that kind of Blink Stalker micro, and maybe even a little bit more. Nightend has to do something crazy here to make something happen, considering how much Finale has. And Finale even has the 3rd Immortal about to join up. He can even just give up some space. Force fields off so that the Zealots have to engage. Some of those Stalkers are going to blink back as well, but that just gives enough time for this 3rd Immortal to join the army. It just looks so hard. How can Nightend overcome such a large deficit, blinking back the Stalkers, but it doesn't even really matter.
That's right. I mean, you have the second base up. You already have the mining. Income tap shows 39 to 18 probes. That's double of your opponent. There needs to be like a huge move command for like 5 seconds from Finale in order for Nightend to win this. Otherwise, there's no way.
Yeah, and it seems like Nightend is now running out of options, trying to target down some of the Immortals, but not even blinking his Stalkers backwards. GG gets called out, and Finale takes game number 1 in this best-of-3 series. And I feel like Finale, okay, even if the Nightend reacted to the Dark Templars, is Finale still ahead because he gets the expansion, and is he safe against a counterattack? Because how does that actually play out, even if
the
Nightend
first
reacts?
initial Stalker should be going over there. 2 Zealots should be warped into the main. You have your Observer there. It clears out Dark Templars that way.
So then he can attack?
So then he attacks when there's only 1 Immortal, a couple of Zealots, and a single Sentry. And from that position, it looks really, really good from there. Archons could be joined in there if his opponent was going like Immortal Stalker, and Archons could tank damage really, really nicely. Just whittle down your opponent's Stalker and know that after you killed the Stalker, you have a Sentry Force Field advantage. Really, there's so many ways that Finale can win from there, but the key thing is that there was a minute where Nightend had to actually hit his opponent. He didn't hit it there, and
a little bit late. Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's unfortunate, but you know what? Game number 1 was brought to you by Squarespace.com. Check out everything you need for websites, from creation of blogs and resumes or anything you want to do with a small business. Why don't you check that out while we take a quick commercial break and get ready for game number 2 between Nightend versus Finale. Be right back.